Hi guys, welcome to Beyond the Suds Beer Reviews. Welcome back. I'm Mike, your host, and today we're going to be reviewing Unibrew's Maudite, which basically translates into the damned or the cursed. Now I'll talk a little bit about the company first. Unibroue was founded in 1993 by Serge Racine and André Dion. They basically founded this brewery out of a small brew pub. They wanted to stick to Belgian styles, traditional Belgian style ales. And in 2004, being as popular as they were, to be honest, I think they are the most popular Quebec brewery. So, being that popular, they sold to Sleeman Corporation. Sleeman Corporation is a Canadian conglomerate, which in 2006 was sold to Sapporo. So now it's a Quebec company owned by a Canadian company owned by a Japanese company. But what's really rare in this is that company lets them do their own thing. The whole time they've been doing Belgians, they still do traditional Belgian styles. They're on lees, so they're all bottle conditioned. Basically, on lees just means bottle fermented beer. Now, we'll get into the beer. So this is Maudite. It's a Belgian strong dark ale at 8%. Now, it's supposed to be what they say on the back, 22 IBUs. And what they say about it is Maudite has an appealing aroma of wild spices and hoppy floral notes. It offers a robust maltiness and spiciness that is deliciously complex. So we'll get into it. We'll open it up and see what it tastes like. I have had this before, but what I can tell you is I'm looking right now at the Beer Advocate page for it, and the Bros gave it a 100 on 100. And even the BA score, so everybody who rates it on the site gave it a 93 on 100 overall. So it is a fantastic beer. I'm expecting it to be fantastic. It was fantastic last time. So let's get into it. There we go. See the smoke? Now, yeah, that smells freaking delicious. Oops. The head is huge. It's kind of to be expected though. So we'll just let that settle a little bit. It's definitely, again, a huge head. I probably could have poured that a little better, but oh well. Now it's dark. It's almost a dark caramel brown color. Like, Werther's original, but a shade darker. It's definitely not clear. You can't see through it really. You can see a little bit of light through like the corners, but you can't really see through the center. So it's semi-clear, I guess. Now the head is slightly off-white. It's really, really dense and foamy. Like if you guys can see that up close. That is crazy. This is going to be a really nice beer, that's for sure. Topping that off. But that's like Duvel head right there. That's what? 4 fingers? Yeah, 4 fingers ahead. That's something. Again, it's a Belgian strong dark ale, so it's going to be dark fruit flavors. It's going to have maybe some caramel there. It's going to have a very bready aftertaste. I'm almost certain of it. Let's get into the aroma. And again, you're getting that Belgian yeast to spice the bread right away. Fig, date, some prune, maybe a little bit of grape. The yeasty character is really coming out of this one. A little bit of caramel malt, maybe some toffee, but it's really light. But that breadiness and that spiciness from the yeast, it really just pops out like, wow. Just pop this off a little bit more. Waiting for this head to die down is hard because it really doesn't, so we're just gonna get in there if we can. Yeah. You get those fruits, the fig, date, a little bit of prune, some caramel malt up front. Coriander, a little bit of banana. It's a lot of coriander. There's a lot of peppery spice. What's surprising is for an 8%, and I guess it's not surprising because Unibroue does it with everything, but their high ABV beers, you really don't taste that alcohol. It's not coming out there. So, yeah. Now you can see the head's fading a little bit, leaving some lights. But it's a really dense head that was. And see at the back of that, like I said, the breadiness from the yeast, you get that in almost all the Unibrews. Right at the back end, it's almost like eating a fresh loaf of white bread, fresh out of the bakery. Man, that is something. These beers never get old, like especially at their price point. Again, this was the same. It's $5.99, $5.50 in some places. So $5.50 for a 750 milliliter of 8% Belgian style beer, and they do fantastic Belgian renditions. Even in the US, I don't think it's that much more expensive. So, you know, one of the things they're really cool with too is Unibroue always have their little story attached. Now on the 750s, I can't read it, so I don't know what it says, but there was a story behind the name, The Damned, and they'll give you all the details to it, and it's usually based on Quebec history too, which is kind of neat. Just something different. So yeah. As far as feel is concerned, it's a medium body. It's lighter side of medium. Carbonation is nice and refreshing. Not overly prickly, but it's definitely not creamy by any means. It's not velvety by any means. It's definitely a refreshing carbonation. So yeah, honestly, I'd stick with, again, the rating that I gave it when I first reviewed it. I think it's right about right. I gave it a 4.34 on 5. Okay, so sorry guys, I caught myself rambling a little bit. So yeah, I gave it a 4.34 on 5, and I think that's a fair assessment. That's like, I don't know, like an 8.8 on 10. The thing is, anything 4.5 or above for me, I find has to be mouth-watering, super rare. When I do get it, I'm dying, and I'm excited about the fact that I got it. Whereas this is available everywhere, so after a while you get a little bored of it. But it is a fantastic beer, and you know, if it was rare, it would be really, really, really good. Like, you would be fighting to get some. So, you know, I guess you have to appreciate the fact that you can get it pretty much anywhere for the price, considering what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that assessment, 3.34 to 3.5. It's somewhere, 4.34 to 4.5. It's somewhere right in there. It's a delicious beer. It has all the flavors that you would expect from a Belgian style dark ale. And what I would say is go ahead and grab one. It's definitely worth the try. Like always, rate, subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.